Hi, it's Kristi, and my friend Christine McCoy is here with me, and we have our coffee and the Holy Spirit with us, and we're going to talk to you about how she is able to get free stuff and discounted stuff at Target and Walmart. So the first question I want to ask you is, what's the first thing you do to find deals?
Okay, the first thing I do is I sit in my car and I pray. I pray that God will give me favor and lead me to the items He wants me to put into His shoe boxes, and just ask the Holy Spirit for direction and guidance. That to me is the most important thing in filling the shoe boxes and finding deals in general. So that's what I do first.
And then when you're done praying, then you go in the store. Can you share your process with us?
I always hit the clearance aisles first. That's the first stop in every store, just to see what they might have, if there's anything there that I can use. And I always use my Walmart app when I go in Walmart or any store that has an app. And I scan the items even on clearance, because many stores, the items marked with a yellow sticker are not always the price that's on there. I'm sure many of you that do Walmart shopping have found that to be true, that a lot of times the prices are a lot lower than the clearance priced. So I scan everything with my app. Sometimes it takes a long time and it's a process, but I scan the items that I want. And then after the clearance aisle, I'll go to clothing or accessory items, or just anything that I've already maybe seen that someone else may have posted that I'm drawn to for a particular shoebox, or just something that strikes me in my spirit that I feel like I need to get or look for. And so I find those areas and scan. And a lot of times they are marked cheaper. Then it might say they're $4 for a shirt, but that shirt's $1. So scanning everything and just continuing to check those prices, because they continue to drop as they clearance out. So I just scan everything, and regardless of what the sticker says, is how I'm finding those items.
So would you say that all the stores, like when you came to visit me and you went into my store, we did not find that great of deals,
No,
right?
No. Your store is very organized. I find the best deals in the stores that are kind of junky or unorganized, and I'm sad to say, but mismanaged a little bit. But if they are maybe short-staffed and can't get the clearance aisles cleaned up, or get items that should be on clearance already, if they can't get those cleaned up in a timely manner, those items will still be on the regular shelf area. But when you scan it, because it's a corporate markdown, you'll find those items cheaper when scanning the app or taking it to a register to check out. But so I find the messier stores tend to have more items, I would say, in bulk, kind of. So
now we come to the big question: how do you get so much free stuff?
Okay.
And when I'm talking to you, let me tell you, she gets a lot, cartloads full of free stuff.
Yeah.
So explain how you do that.
Well, I was not going to talk about my mom, but I will say this: my mom's motto was never hurts to ask, and so I have kind of taken on that motto. It doesn't hurt to ask, and if I feel drawn to these items, I feel like they're supposed to be my shoebox. So if God led me to them, then I assume He'll make that way for them to be paid for, either free or discounted. So the way I go about it is I ask my church secretary for a letterhead stating what we want, what we're doing, and it's a general letter. And in our church, they went ahead and gave me the tax ID number, so I added that on my letterhead, and I usually carry that letter with me to every store. I keep it in my purse, and when I find items that I really would like to have in my shoebox, I just load them in my cart. I put them in my shopping cart. I put whatever the amount that I want. I take it straight to customer service. I ask to speak with the manager, usually either the store manager or they call them coaches at Walmart. So asking for a coach, either for that department, the toy department, the clothing department, or just the general store manager. I asked for that person. I explained to them, what I'm doing. Tell them I have a letter from my church, and I asked them, would they like to donate the items, or would they be willing to discount the items drastically? And so a lot of times they'll say no, and that's okay. I'm like, that wasn't for me to have at that moment, and maybe I'll find a better deal and get the item free at another store.
Do you put the stuff back on the shelf?
I do. I'm very, cognizant of, I don't want to give the appearance that, I'm not grateful for what they're about to do or might do in the future. So I make sure I put everything back where I got it from.
Leave a good impression.
I do. So, that's what I do. And a lot of the management will, say we can only do from corporate, so we can't help you. And that's okay too. I'll move along. And a lot of the management will say, locally we do donations, but it's only, this amount of a gift card. It might be a $50 gift card, or it might be $25. And
wait, they give you a gift card?
yes, they'll give me a gift card
to spend, like a Walmart gift card?
Right. And so
on anything,
yeah.
Okay.
Just a Walmart gift card.
And that's like saying, sorry, I can't give you all this stuff for free, but I'm going to give you a gift card
Correct.
instead.
And so I might have things that are discounted in my shopping cart that only amount to $50, or so everything I've gotten in that cart is free to me. So
I don't understand like why they won't. Like sometimes they will, sometimes they won't.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's
yeah,
God. Right?
Yeah. But in some stores, they will use, this discount comes from corporate, and we can't change the prices. But many stores will. They will. They'll come down. They'll say, well, okay, well, it might be $2. They'll say we can bring it down to $1, or we can bring it down to 50 cents. And then some stores will mark the prices down and give me a gift card. I've had stores give me $100 gift cards. I've had management actually give me money on a gift card from their personal account, just giving it, say, I will donate that to you.
But that's God.
And it is. It really is. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's Walmart. Now you said sometimes it works at Target too?
Target, not as much. Now Target, they have a system of the way they clear things out. They zero things out. So when you scan something, if it doesn't ring up with a price, that usually means that an item has been ready to go to donations. And Target is, I guess, big on community donations. A lot of times they'll put the things in the back for someone to pick up as donations. If you have a manager at your local Target that, that you kind of get a relationship with, they, are more willing to maybe donate if it's just not like an abundance of items, but like, for example, I had I think there was 60 or 125 or 100 and something notebooks donated, spiral notebooks. And, they were 25 cents a piece. I had, at the time, was willing to buy those. And I got there and she had donated. She was just donating those to me. So things that they know that they're clearancing out and they're going to be donated anyway, if you ask, they might be willing to donate it to you. So it doesn't hurt to ask.
So it's the same thing like in Target. You just, do you go up to the counter and say, can I see a manager at Target too?
I do. And there have been times I've just gone through self-checkout or a checkout and it rings up 0. And so I'm like, oh, it rings up 0. And so I ask for an assistant and they come help and say, oh, well, we can't sell this. So it's already out of the system. So how much would you be willing to pay for it? And so they make a price, or I say a suggested price. So you can get those items either free or extremely cheap.
Where do you find items like that?
I find them a lot of times the Target dollar spot, when they're changing over their items, those items, I found those crayons that, for example, after Christmas, they were in the Target dollar spot for $1, but they were scanning 10 cents. And
those are the Children of the World crayons?
Yes, yeah. And they had the regular as well. They had both, the Target dollar spot crayons. So those were, I got many of them for 10 cents and then a lot of them donated just for asking. Wow. So, and then throughout the store, if there's an item that I feel drawn to and I just scan it, if it had been on sale, sometimes they will mark things down lower. So that's you just ask is the main key I'm finding if I feel drawn to an item.
So many, are you guys bold enough to do that for the Lord? Is the Lord leading you to do it? Is that part of it? Is you just go in there with the confidence that if you're supposed to get something according to God's will, that He'll open the door?
That's exactly how I feel. I don't want things in God's shoeboxes that He doesn't want in there. So what I do is I pray before I go in the store. I don't always know. I sometimes have in mind what I want for a particular shoebox because I do like to be kind of matchy and themed a lot. Now, I don't do every box that way, but a lot. And, I want the best in my shoeboxes, and I can't always afford the best, but God can. Mm-hmm. So I pray and I ask Him, lead me to what you want in your shoeboxes. And so far, I have an abundance. I started shoebox shopping in January. This is the first year I've done year-round shopping, and I am overwhelmed at the abundance. The overabundance that He's provided for these boxes. And it's not junk items. It's quality items that He has led me to. He has made the way for them to be provided either free or greatly discounted, or just inspired people, even people that see me with a full buggy of stuff say, what's that for?
Oh,
I've had people
really?
give me $25. I've had people give me $10 saying, we just want to help, So God will send people. He will lay on the hearts of these store managers to assist you if you have the boldness to ask, Mm-hmm. So I have no problem, asking for things, to get these children what I feel like should be there. I don't have a problem with it at all. So,
wow, that's awesome.
So,
did you have anything else to share? Anything that I forgot to ask you?
I can't think of anything.
We are just, I have been so blessed to have her here. It's really is neat how the Lord not just provides items for our shoeboxes through this ministry, but provides friends.
Yes.
So thank you, Christine.
Yes,
thank you. She did not want to do this. She was so nervous about being on the camera, but I think she did great. Thanks for watching, everybody, and bye for now. Hi, it's Kristi again. Don't go away. Christine remembered something else that is a different way we can get free things. Is this just at Walmart?
Yes, as far as I know.
Okay, this is at Walmart, so pay attention, and she'll give you a little bit. She doesn't know all about it, but it is an option.
I don't know the details, but at one of the Walmarts that I was at, I wanted a large donation of items, and he informed me that the way to get a larger dollar amount of items was to go on walmart.com and apply for a grant, a charity grant. You do have to have a tax ID number for that. I don't know the entire process because I haven't done that yet. So you can go to walmart.com. First, I would talk to your store manager and let them know that you would like to apply for that grant, so they can be watching for it. And what they'll usually tell you is to, and once you apply for the grant, come back and let them know, that you've applied, so that they can watch for it and they'll approve it.
Ooh.
And then, so you have to just go online, apply for the grant, or if you don't know the process, which I can't really explain the process, then your Walmart manager can explain that process to you, and you can apply for, I believe it's up to $1,000, but I'm not positive on that amount. So, and it might vary by state. I'm not sure or if it's Walmart nationwide. So the grant might be another option for someone.
Packing parties,
right?
Maybe, or for churches who are doing even backpack drives. If you're not doing Operation Christmastide, it sounds like that's I want to know if you guys have done that before with the grants, but I'm thinking packing parties would be ideal for that. You could just go in and buy exactly what you needed, the right amount of pencils, the right amount of rulers. That would be awesome. Well,
So
that's
Grant is another
look out
option.
the Grant. Look up the Grant for Walmart, and we're not sure about Target, but for sure Walmart.
Right.
So thank you for all your information and your graciousness for sharing, because I know you didn't want to be on the camera.
I did it, but thank you.
Thank you, and bye for now.